Hello Flosstube family, my name is Jill. I am iGoodia here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. If you just stumbled on this channel, we're here to talk about cross stitch, so stick around if you like cross stitch. And if you have been here before and you're joining me again, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. I love our little community we have here and our family that we kind of are our own little family. And I appreciate you being here. If you saw my last video, I had the opportunity to film it with Emmy from Mission Stitch. She was here in Las Vegas for just a couple days and we had so much fun together. She talks all about it over on her Flosstube channel. And we stitch a lot of the same things. So if you like what I stitch and you're not following Emmy, rush over there to Mission Stitch and follow her as well. We stitch a lot of the same things. Like, we're not trying to, it just happens. We just like the same things. So, and it's uncanny how often I will buy a pattern and then on her next Flosstube she's like, look what pattern I just got, I'm gonna start this. And anyway, we just click really well. And we had a blast. We went to Stitcher's Paradise and spent hours there. Just shopping and talking and having fun. So anyway, I am squeezing in one last video in August. Today is August 31st. So I'm just gonna squeeze one more in for August, and it's still like 170,000 degrees here in Vegas. It is still super hot. So I'm channeling my inner fall right now and I'm ready to stitch all the fall things. I have four or five whips to show you today. Or no, they're whips now. I have everything as a new start this time around, I think. I started lots of new stuff. So I'm going to show you some new things that I've been stitching. So I'll just jump right in. The first one, actually a couple of these are things that I stitched. I probably started them like a month ago, but I didn't show everything that I'd been stitching in my last video because I was doing it with Emmy. We kind of just talked about what we've been, I don't know. She showed her whips and I don't remember if I showed anything. So this is something I started like a month ago, but I didn't have the pattern with me at the time, so I didn't show it. But I believe I have it's a PDF, but I think I have the pattern. So this is called Visit Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade is the little magical village in Harry Potter, and I have a copy of the pattern. I'm just gonna hold it back far enough that you can't really see. Oh, I've got my ring light causing all kinds of problems here. That's what it looks like. Super cute. This is from an Etsy shop called Country Magic Stitch. They have a lot of cute patterns that are like, they're meant to look like old travel posters. Like, there's a bunch from Star Wars, like Visit Naboo and Endor and Tatooine and Bespin and all the places. And then they have some that are Harry Potter. There's Hogsmeade. I want to say there's maybe a Hogwarts one. And then they have Lord of the Rings ones too. They have Visit Rivendell and Rohan and the Shire and Mordor, if you want to visit Mordor. And other places too, like from other, I think they have Game of Thrones stuff. I don't really watch Game of Thrones, so I'm not sure what all of that is. But anyway, little tangent. This is how far I got on it. It's just a little start. Let's see if you can see it on the pattern. Oh gosh, it went away. Here we go. So if you look, it's like the windows of the main house on it. So not a very big start. I was actually working on this in the car. We did a lot of traveling this summer, and this was one that I wanted to take on the plane because it's small. And I wanted something that was small and something that had kind of like big blocks of color, so I didn't have to change change my colors really frequently. I'm just putting all of my stuff back on it. And I did get a little bit of stitching done on the plane, but not a ton. Most of this is from the car. So just a cute little start. Yeah, just something fun. So there's that one. And then I don't remember if I showed this in my last video with Emmy or if I just talked about it, or I don't know. If you've seen this and you don't want to see it again, just close your eyes for a few minutes. Summer Quaker. I'm working on this as a sal. Samantha, the Huga Stitcher, started this as a sal for her birthday because her birthday was this month. I love this pattern. I was so eager to start it, and I knew I was going to be out of town on August 1st when the sal started. In fact, I didn't get home until like August 7th. And I didn't want to wait that long, so I actually started it like July 28th or something. Cheated just a teeny bit on the sal and just got a couple days in before August, and then I didn't get a chance to pick it up again until like August 8th or 9th. But this is what I've gotten done so far. I love this pattern. It is so cute. Oh, the colors are gorgeous. Everything about it. I love a good Quaker. And this one is just so fun. I worked on it for a couple weeks and then I kind of put it away. And I think I need to pull it out again just a little bit more before summer is officially over. I'm trying to remember what I stitched this on. This is a 36 count color and cotton. It's called Over the Moon. Got my tag like rolled up in it. So, and it's just a really pretty light blue fabric. So, Summer Quaker, that cute crab, and this bird. I love the bird. So, yeah, I am probably not going to finish it this year because I'm getting into seasonal stitching now, but I do want to put a little more time into it before I put it away for the year. So, so there's that one. And then, let me see here. I have been dying to start a Hot Run Hollow for, I don't know, years. And I finally caved and just, I have the patterns for like 3 of them, but I didn't have Halloween at Hot Run Hollow. And I decided I just wanted to start it. So I got the pattern. This is Carriage House Samplings. I'll show you the bigger one. I love this pattern. So I ordered the pattern from an Etsy shop. And when I was at Stitcher's Paradise with Emmy, I picked out a fabric, pulled out the floss, and as soon as the pattern showed up, it was like a week later. I just couldn't wait. And I just realized I have working floss just hanging out on there right now. I don't usually leave those, but anyway, this is how far I've gotten on it. Oh, I'm almost done with the first little block in the corner. I love this so much. I just have to do a little bit more of the grass right through here and finish the border around the outside. And there's a little bit of back stitching. There's like a spider web up in each corner. This is a spider. I just have to give him legs and eyes. And then I think there's a little bit of back stitching on the house. But this is so much fun. I would actually probably be done with this block, but I had to redo all the green in here because I wasn't paying attention. And I assumed that it was symmetrical, like there were the same number on each side of the window. I should have known. It's a haunted house. It's not going to be symmetrical. So there was some frogging that happened. I love this though. It's so pretty. I love the colors. So this is a 32 count Ancient by Picture This Plus. Yes, I think that's correct. And I love this. Look at the blues in it. It's going to be so pretty. I was not going to start it until September. Like I was going to keep doing my summer sampler until the end of August, and then I would start this in September, and obviously that did not happen. I just couldn't wait. And I don't regret it, but I look back now and I'm like, I bet I'd be almost done with the outside border. Well, maybe not. I'd be a lot further in Summer Sampler. So I've done like all of this, and I'd probably be like over here somewhere. So I may go back and do a little more on that Summer Quaker. Anyway, I don't regret starting this. I love it. So pretty. Okay, the only other thing I worked on, okay, I don't know if this is a new start or a restart. It's a new start. We'll call it a new start. Okay, there's a story here. Settle in, guys. So back in, it was in the spring. It was like right after I started doing Flosstubes. I started a long dog. I just totally lost my train of thought for a minute. I started a long dog, and I never showed it on here because I had just started doing Flosstubes, and it was a surprise for my husband, and I wasn't sure if he was gonna, like, he was kind of interested in what I was doing. I wasn't sure if he was gonna watch my Flosstubes, and I didn't want to ruin the surprise. Anyway, I started the token. I think I've mentioned it before, but our 20th anniversary was this year. It was in May. And I just thought it would be really nice to kind of do, I love this one, a token of love. I wanted to put our initials down here and either the date we were married or our 20th anniversary date or both, work them in somehow. Anyway, so I started this. In fact, here, I think this is how far I got on it. So pretty far, like maybe 2/3 of the way done. Okay. But then I noticed that all of this, yes, everything through here, this whole section is off. If it was off, so I'm doing this 2/2, and if it was off a whole 2 threads along this edge, I would just add an extra row and fudge it. But it is off 1 thread. So it's in like 1 thread from everything through here. If this was any other sampler, I would probably just keep going, be like, oops, oh well. But you guys, this is like a special one, like it's a gift. And I wanted it to, I say I wanted it to be perfect. None of these are perfect, like, but I just really wanted it to be special. So I was really mad and frustrated, and I put it in timeout for a while, and then I'd pull it out and look at it and tell myself that it was fine. In fact, I was showing it to Emmy, and she's like, it's fine, just keep going. But it was just bugging me because I knew that it was wrong. And I was afraid, like at the framers, that they'd have a hard time because the edge is not perfectly straight. Anyway, so I debated for a long time on if I wanted to keep going on it or start it over again or unpick everything. I didn't want to unpick it because that's a disaster, but I also didn't really want to just start over like this. Which one? This motif was a bear to sew. Ugh. It just took a long time. Anyway, I debated for a long time, and then I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, I really should have not even done this in red. This is our 20th anniversary, and like the traditional gift for 20 years is emerald, and our anniversary's in May, and the birthstone for May is emerald, and my husband's favorite color is green. And I was like, I should have done this in green. And that was like, that's what I needed. When I thought about all of that, I was like, that's all I needed to just decide to start it over again. So I have determined that my husband does not watch my Flosstubes, so I can talk about it now. So I started it over again, and I'm not that far. But I love how it's looking. I have this goal to finish it before the end of the year. Preferably by like the beginning of December so I can frame it and give it to him for Christmas. So, move my So here we go. This is not going to show up as beautiful on here as it is in person. This is a Threadworx floss. I just picked it. I was just looking at the numbers. I was at my LNS at Stitcher's Paradise. And they don't have the color names on them. They just have numbers. So I just picked a number that I loved, and I got home and looked it up online where it has the color names, and it's emerald. So, and this is just a white, I think it's 32 count. I don't remember. It's just white linen. And you just can't see. It's this beautiful variegated green that's not showing up. You see how close I can get. See if you can see. You can see maybe some of the variegation through here. It is so, so pretty in person. Like if you want a really gorgeous green, I highly recommend this. It's from Threadworx. Here, I can even tell you the number. It is 10582. Show up. Just this gorgeous emerald green color. So it's slow going. Part of me is like a little bit chagrined that I'm doing it again, but I do love long dogs, so I'm willing to. I just want to get past this motif on the side that I did not enjoy stitching the first time. Right now, right now I'm working on stuff I've done before, so I'm looking forward to getting down over here, which is the part I haven't stitched yet, and it'll be new. Anyway, I'm just plugging away on that. I'm gonna get it done. So I guess this is a new start. Kind of feels like a restart, but it's new. So, and that is what I've been working, oh yeah, that's all I've been working on, except I am stitching a small for the Smalls Exchange at Stitch West. I'm not going to show that because it's a surprise. So I'll make a video and show it when I'm finished, and I will post it after Stitch West so that it's a surprise. So let me show you my haul. You see here. I didn't have room for it up on my table. I've got too much other stuff. Bag of goodies right here. I got a new Q-snap because I love them. Oh, okay. So when Emmy was here, she gave me this darling little bag that she stitched. Look how cute that is. Look at Pluto. So cute. Had a sweet little gift inside. Oh, look at the inside. I love it. I love having little bags like this to put in my project bags to kind of contain things a little bit. So I've been dying to put it in a bag, but I was saving it until after I'd showed it to you. So that was so sweet of her and such a surprise. I was not expecting that. Love it. Okay, I have a lot of fabric, you guys. Lots of fabrics today. All in paper. They're in their plastics though. Sorry. A little bit of crinkling. I usually take these out. Okay, this is from Fangirl Fibers. She does the Disney Attraction Club. And every month it's a different Disney attraction, obviously. So I'm in the Fabric Club and the Floss Club, and then it comes with a needle minder. So this month's attraction was the Toy Story Midway Mania. And I love this fabric. Look how pretty this is. Purple. Look at that. Love it. Trying to hold on to it here, folks. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, so pretty. And then I also, oh, here's the needle minder that it comes with. Make sure it's not upside down or shiny. Got Buzz down there. So cute. That's not Buzz. That's Mr. Potato Head. I can't see what I'm looking at here. Pay no attention to what I'm saying. And then these are the gorgeous flosses that came with them. You gotta see them up against and the cute floss drop that it always comes with as well. Oh, so fun. Love these. Have no idea what I'm gonna stitch with it, but I love it. All right, then I feel like I have more, nope, just one. So this is the fabric of the month from BeStitchMe. I'm in their neutrals club. I thought I had two. I thought it had been a little while since I showed the fabrics of the month, but oh, yep. Okay. Got two of them here. Thought I was being so on the ball. I took my projects out of their hoops. Mostly. Okay, so this was for July. And it's called Lightly Salted, Not Roasted. This is a really pretty, it's like a peachy color. It's showing up a little browner than it is. It's peach. It's very pretty. And then this month's, for August, is Lunar. I really like this one. It's this gorgeous, like blue-gray color. Oh, it just looks like the moon. Did you guys see, we had a super blue moon last night. It was so cool. It just looked huge. My kids were all fighting for window space to see it from the house, and I was like, just go outside, you guys. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, I don't have plans for either of these, but I love them both. So I love BeStitchMe fabrics. Okay, then I'm trying to remember how this goes here. I bought some fabrics from the Crafty Grimalkin, and I actually ended up just joining her Fabric of the Month club. And I think I've gotten one or two from that, but I also just ordered some fabrics. So I'm trying to remember here which of these were from the club and which of these are not. So she does, the Crafty Grimalkin does Fabric of the Month, that's Atomic Ranch Fabrics. So I know this one is not from the Fabrics of the Month because it is a Fabrics by Stephanie. It's called Colonial Parchment. Okay, it's not quite as drastic of colors as it's showing up as. Like it looks really kind of tie-dyed almost, and it's kind of more of a gradual. That's a little better. Anyway, it's just a really pretty brown. So kind of a tan beige color. So, and that is from Fabrics by Stephanie. And then I have 3 from her that are Atomic Ranch fabrics. And I can't remember which ones I ordered and which ones came as part of the club. So we'll just go with it. This is called Pampas Reed. And it is just a really pretty kind of a cream color. There's not any modeling to it really, just a nice cream, and it's really soft. Really, really like that. Atomic Ranch, I have some of their fabrics. I haven't stitched on any of them yet. Oh, this is a lugana, not a linen, by the way. But I just really like all of them. I don't think this was Fabric of the Month because I got, I don't remember, I'm not gonna say. This is also a lugana. It's Prairie Land by Atomic Ranch, and it has just a little bit of modeling. Again, it's like not quite as drastic as it's maybe showing up. Just a really pretty tan color. And then the last one I got is a linen, and I kind of think that maybe this was the Fabric of the Month. A 36 count linen. It's Dune by Atomic Ranch. Oh, I love the color of this. It's so pretty. And that's fairly accurate. Pretty close. Just some really, really light brown. Ugh, I think there's going to be a sampler on this in my future. I can see a sampler on it. So pretty. So I'm excited to get more fabric of the month from the Crafty Grimalkin in the future. And then I also, so when Emmy was here, she was raving about fabrics from Access Commodities. They're kind of not standard counts. There's like 37 count, and I think they have 30 count, 38, I don't know. Anyway, I was placing an order to 123 Stitch and just pulled up some of their fabrics to look at them, and they had so many gorgeous colors. I kind of went a little bit crazy and bought a bunch of them. So I just wanted to show them to you. This is a 38 count. This is Wayfarer's Cloak, which I know a lot of people use that, and I can see why, because it's a gorgeous color. And I actually think I'm gonna like 38 count. I think that's a good size. So Wayfarer's Cloak is what this one is called. And then this is 38 count Heron Gray linen. Ooh, that's actually showing up really close to what it actually is. Yeah, that looks really good. So we got a piece of that, and this is a 37 count Russian tea cake. These feel like they're going to be really good to stitch on, and they're showing up really well on my screen, so hopefully they're coming through to you okay. This is a 30 count Swan Feather. It's just, the piles are falling over. It's just a really, it's white. Swan Feather, it's called, it's just white. But Swan Feather sounds like, it's okay, it's maybe just like barely off-white. And then this is 37 count Aesthetic White. I just got small pieces of a couple of these just to give them a try. So here, see if there's even a difference between Swan Feather and Aesthetic White. Not really. They're really close. They look about the same to me, but that's okay. And then this is Cloudburst. 37 count Cloudburst Legacy Linen. And it's just barely gray. Let's see if I can show it next to Aesthetic White. You can kind of see just barely gray. So, and then it was a moment of weakness. I was just like, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart on all these gorgeous colors. And you guys, I got two fabrics that are 45 count. I mean, I'm obviously gonna do these over two because I would go crazy if I tried to do them over one. You can't even do them over one, I don't think. Anyway, I just thought I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna see what 45 count is like, because why not? So here we go. We'll see what I end up stitching on them. This is 45 count Foxtail Millet Legacy Linen. Yeah, that's about right for color. And then the other one I got is a 45 count Woven Sedge Legacy Linen. I love this color. I got like a pretty big piece of it. And at 45 count, like I can probably stitch 5 different things on this, right? It's a gorgeous color. We'll see if stitching on something so small drives me bonkers. I may have to buy this color in a smaller count as well, because I can't even see the holes without my glasses on. So I'm excited for the challenge of 48 count or 45 count. We'll see how it goes. So, all right, then, sorry, I'm gonna just reach up and clear something on my phone. I got, I can't remember if I've shown this. This is from Running with Needles and Scissors. It's called Beloved. I love that bird and the border and the alphabets. I love it all. So, hey, maybe I will try stitching it on 45 count. Oh, look at this. It was stitched on a 46 count from Needle and Flax. So, I might give it a try someday. I'm probably not going to be stitching it anytime soon. Not until January at least, because I am getting into seasonal stitching. So I will do fall stuff, autumn, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. And then when January hits, I will go back to my regularly scheduled programming. I'll go back to my usual stuff. Okay. I got 3 lavender and lace patterns. I don't know what happened to me. I have always thought lavender and lace was really pretty and mirabilias were really pretty, but I just thought, I don't know, I guess I thought it wasn't my style, maybe? And I was a little intimidated by all the beads and the Krynic and the treasure braid and all the things. So I was avoiding them. And I've just been watching everybody else on Flosstube stitching them, and I'm like, okay, maybe they are my style. I'm gonna give them a try. Probably not till January, but I've just been buying all of the things. So I will just show you. This is Angel of Love, and I believe it's out of print. I got it on eBay. I love something about this. I don't know. The patterns do not do these justice. Most definitely do not do these justice. I haven't actually seen this one in person, but I've seen pictures of people working on it, like whips of it, and it's just gorgeous. Angel of Love. I love it. And then I also got Angel of Healing, which I'm assuming is also even better in person. And Angel of the Morning. I love the colors in this one, those purples and blues. And then I bought 3 Mirabilias, my first 3 Mirabilias. Yay! So I'm gonna have to do a sal, I think maybe for one of these in the spring. So I got Sleeping Princess. I just think her mattress looks like so much fun to stitch, all those colors. And then Shakespeare's Fairies. This one maybe will be the first one I do. I love the fairies. I don't love the fabric that it's stitched on, so I will find a different fabric, but I love it. And then also Lady Justice. Oh, so pretty. So if you stitch Mirabilias, send me all your tips. I want to know. I want to know all the things about stitching with beads and Krynic and treasure braid, because that is all new to me and it's a little bit intimidating. Send me your good vibes when I start. Okay, that was all for my haul. So where do I want to start with this? I want to do like a tribute to Long Dogs today, because they have a special place in my heart. I'm trying to decide where I want to start this story. So back in, it was probably in like 2015, 2016, I was really kind of just stitching. I've been cross stitching like my whole life, but I was kind of just doing like patterns that you could get at Joann's, like the dimensions kits and stuff like that. And I think I had maybe gotten a couple PDFs off of Etsy at that point, but and doing like the Donna Cooler cross stitch books, just little stuff like that. I was not aware of the whole world of cross stitch that was out there, I guess. So I was visiting my mom, and she had a friend who was an avid cross stitcher, and she said, oh, you two need to meet. She loves to cross stitch. Her house is just full of beautiful cross stitch, like finished cross stitches. So she took me over to meet her. She was this super, super nice lady, and she was right. Her house was absolutely full of gorgeous cross stitches, and a lot of them were long dog samplers, which I had never heard of before. And I was just like, my eyes were popping out of my head. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this stuff existed. It was so gorgeous. In fact, I think the first one she showed me was, it might have been the token, which is this one that I'm redoing. And I think she may have even said she did it for like an anniversary gift. But I was just like, my eyes were bugging out, and she had these cross stitches everywhere. Like every flat surface in her house had these samplers and stitches all over them. And so I was like, where did you find all of this stuff? And she told me about Shepherd's Bush, which I'm embarrassed to say I had never heard of. I actually grew up in Utah, not in Ogden where Shepherd's Bush is, but like, I don't know, an hour away. I'd never even heard of it. Like, how clueless was I? To be fair, I had not lived in Utah for like 13 years maybe. So anyway, but she told me about Shepherd's Bush, and I think the next day I like beelined it to Ogden and bought my first long dog sampler. And my fabric to do it on, this was the first time I had not used Ada. Like all of this was a revelation. I'd never heard of fancy floss. I hadn't heard of, you know, any of this stuff. So I was hooked, and I think I have been constantly working on at least one long dog ever since then. So, and it was like the gateway to everything else that's out there. It's just, long dogs are just really special to me. So they just came out, Julia Line just came out with her latest long dog sampler. It's called Saga. I'm sure you've heard about it and seen it. Everybody's talking about it. It's amazing. It's her biggest one yet. Every long dog is on my to be stitched list. Like, there aren't any that I don't like. But this one is like right at the top, like the very top. So I want to start it now, but I'm currently working on 2 other ones. So I showed you the token, which I have 2 of. And then I am also doing I pulled it out again just to show it one more time. You Belong to Me, which is my Egyptian sampler. I'm going to show it to you again. Not finished yet. I think I may take this to Stitch West. So it has a border that runs all the way around it that I should have really like been working on as I was going, but I wasn't. It's really easy. It's like, I think it's just like 3 stitches wide, just a solid border of 3 all the way around. So I think I might take this to Stitch West and work on that border while I'm chatting, because it's like a 0 concentration thing, you know, you just go. So I'm working on that one and the token, and I wanted to just show you some of my other long dogs that are in various stages of doneness. I have one that, okay, this one, I started working on it, it's probably probably been like 5 years. And I decided I didn't like the floss and fabric combination, and I put it in timeout. Like long-term timeout. It kind of, I was gonna UFO it. It's Opus I, but it's been on my mind for probably 5 or 6 months now. I keep thinking I should pull it out and decide if I'm really done with it. And so I pulled it out. I actually think it was when Emmy was here. We looked at it again. And I decided to keep going on it. I was further along than I thought. So here is, kind of got it on a board because it's all white. So this is, it's like an antique white. I think it's a lugana. And the floss is a variegated floss from Silks For You. Just a pink and cream. And so if you look at it in really bright lights, it washes out a little bit. It's not too bad right now, but as I was, oh, I've got even like a long floss, just like, apparently I was in the middle of stitching and just dropped it, and I was like, nope, shame on me. I should at least finish my strand. Anyway, I just thought it was washing out a little bit. Like the cream was too close to the fabric color, and I don't know. But when I pulled it out again, it wasn't as bad as I had in my mind that it was. And I'm almost finished. Like, I need to do up in here and right here, and then just a little bit, there's like a bottom border down here. And that's all I have left. Like, the amount of time it would take to finish it is much less than the amount of time I've already put into it. And I still have over half a hank left of my Silks For You. I'm just gonna finish it, you guys. It's not, I don't know, it's not as bad as I thought. Give me your thoughts on it. Leave me a comment to tell me it's not as bad as I think it was. Like it was some lighting. I was just looking at it and I was like, it's too busy with the variegated, it's just not working, but I think it's gonna work. So, and that's Opus I. So technically I have 3 long dog whips, which is a really good reason for not starting Saga, but I absolutely want to start Saga. I think my main hang up on starting Saga is I just haven't decided, like, fabric and floss combination. Do I want to go monotone or monochrome again? Which is what I've done on every other, except these 2 that I'm now working on with variegated. Like I just kind of pick one and go with it. Or do I want to like put some color into it? I don't know. Anyway, let me show you a couple other finishes. So I have 2 that are finished but not fully finished. Finished and sitting in a drawer. So this is Castles in the Air, which I believe I worked on in 2018 or 2019, and got that finished. And I would love to tell you the fabric it's on. If you really want to know, I will find it, but I don't have it with me. It's just like a, show you up close, it's just a pretty plummy purple. This one has a lot of back stitching in it. I didn't realize. I should have realized, like if you look at the pattern, you can see how much back stitching there is, but I didn't realize. It was a little painful at times. Look at that, those elephants. I love them, but you can see how much back stitching there is in this one. I survived. I made it through the back stitching, and it looks fantastic. Like, there's a reason it's all in there. It looks great. So that is Castles in the Air. I should really finish it. And then I also have Do Different. I think I might need to stand up for this one, you guys. It's a long dog, they're huge. Here we go. Have this one rolled up. Look at that. So gorgeous. I love this one. It's just kind of unique. Look at that. So pretty. I really, really want to get this one done and framed because it's gorgeous. Okay, and minimal back stitching, so that's a bonus. All right, oh, here's the pattern for it if you want to see that. So, and then I have 2 fully finished long dogs, which is a small number considering how many I've done, but let me show you the 2 that I have done. So this was my first long dog, and I'm not even sure it's gonna fit in the frame. Oh, I've got my reflection from my ring light on here. This is Tyler's Lion. This was my, and I'm not gonna get a good shot because I have my light showing it. This was my Shepherd's Bush purchase. I got the pattern, the floss, I believe the floss is whitewash from Weeks Dye Works. I'm pretty sure that's correct. So I finished this in 2016. I think I started it in 2015 and finished it in 2016. It's huge. I did not realize when I started how big it was going to be. Like, I probably read the specs, I probably read the dimensions, but it just didn't like register until I was partway through it, and I was like, oh my gosh, what have I got myself into? But it all worked out. It was good. Okay, and then this is my other fully finished. Let's see if I can get it at an angle. And I just realized I can't remember the name of this one. I like the quote at the top. Stir into flame the gift which is you. I will put the name of this one in the comments. I can't believe I don't remember. It's an antique white. I think this is just a lugana with a navy, pretty sure it's DMC. So I have both of these framed ones hanging in my house, hoping to have the other ones hanging up here at some point, whenever I get around to getting them finished. So anyway, I just wanted to show you my long dogs and kind of do a little mini tribute to long dogs because I love them so much. If you are working on Saga or planning to, let me know what you're gonna do. Like, what floss are you using? What fabric have you picked? I need all the ideas. So, and I will probably start it, if I can resist until January, I will probably start it in January. So, as far as future plans, I would like to start this. This has been on my 2-stitch for years, and I finally this year decided I'm just gonna do it. So I have it all kitted up. Oh no, I'm missing the Gloriana silks. There's 2 of them. I'll probably go to Stitcher's Paradise and see if they have them, and if not, I'll just do DMC. But I want to start that one. I'm going to keep plugging away on my Hot Run Hollow. I do still have 3 or 4 cells that I'm doing, although I haven't worked on them for a few months, so I may try to catch up on those. But that's about it. Thanks for sticking with me for 49 minutes. I appreciate all of you. I love our cross stitch community, and I love getting to share what I'm stitching with you. So I hope you are having a great end of your summer. I hope it's cooler wherever you are, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.